What's going on, NinBuzz community? I'm Sam of RedFalconGames, and I took a trip to GameStop today to test out Mario Kart 8, the demo. I went with two of my friends, and we checked out the game. And I have some footage for you here today, and I'm also going to let you in on my first impressions on these tracks and the game itself. Right here is the track selection screen. There's 8 new tracks that you can play in this demo with Mario Kart Stadium, Mario Circuit, Sunshine Airport, Electrodome, Water Park, Sweet Sweet Canyon, Toad Harbor, and Cloud Top Cruise. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All these clips are playing at ×2 speed, just because the game is actually set on 100cc as a default, so it is a little bit slow to watch and to play. So I just figured I'd do you guys the courtesy and speed these clips up. Also, there's no game audio or anything like that, just because the GameStop was a little bit loud and I was also talking with my friends, so I decided to leave it out and just play some music in the background. Alright, anyway, first track is Mario Kart Stadium. I'm on the left. I decided to use Iggy Koopa and I think the Sport Bike. Mario Kart Stadium definitely has great visual aesthetics. I think its design is also pretty innovative, and it's probably going to be my favorite first overall track in Mario Kart because it is the first track in the Mushroom Cup. And most of the times we're used to seeing something like Luigi Raceway or Luigi Circuit, something pretty boring and basic. And this one is, while a basic track, definitely something cool looking in Mario Kart Stadium. It's got a cool concept too with the whole crowd and everything. So Mario Kart Stadium is definitely a fun track. We're just waiting for my friend to finish up there. Here you can see the Grand Prix scoring and everything like that. I'm just going to wait this out, just this first track, to show you that there is a Mario Kart TV style thing. They're showing you highlights of items hit and stuff like that, times you've collided in anti-gravity mode, which is pretty cool to see after a race. And hopefully Mario Kart TV, you can go in and get your favorite snippets and highlights. Here's the results screen. That's what it's probably going to look like in a Grand Prix. Anyway, let's move on to the Flower Cup track, which is Mario Circuit. Alright, so this is my friend on DK on Mario Circuit. Mario Circuit's definitely another basic track. It uses the anti-gravity mode pretty well, and it uses it pretty often. This is one, though, where the anti-gravity mode can hurt your head a little bit. There's a lot of twists and turns, and after a while it may get to you, maybe give you a little headache or something, but I think it's just something that we need to get used to. I do like the ramp at the end of the track with the Goombas on top of each other. It's definitely very interesting. So this track is very lines-based. You're just going to have to get the best lines to get a good time on this track. No real shortcuts as far as I saw when I played it. But it's just a very basic track in the Flower Cup. It's probably going to be the first one. I'm not quite sure. So as we're finishing up on Mario Circuit, there's the parasol, and we'll move on to the next one. So the next track this one's me playing. I'm playing with a smaller cart with the monster wheels, which is actually a pretty good combination. I'm playing on Sunshine Airport. Sunshine Airport is definitely a fun track. It's one of those tracks that's meant to be a track. You know, you have something like Cloud Top Cruise where you're racing on clouds. No, you're actually racing on track this time. It's very unique. I love it. I love airports in general, and I guess maybe that's why I like this one. I like how you can go through indoor terminal areas, and it really just has a great type of theme to it. As you can see there's a blooper, and so if you're wondering what the blooper looks like on your screen, it's still not that effective, but it's pretty solid. So the middle of your screen, the very middle of your screen, you may have trouble seeing with this blooper. There are things you can hit during anti-gravity mode on Sunshine Airport that will give you a little boost, and I'm sure that's the best strategy to do. I don't think I did it during this race. But that's Sunshine Airport. I'm just strolling around here, and I guess I'm doing a little bit exploring. What I did was I tried to go backwards to see if I could get an item to sandbag or something like that, but I didn't do it, and that will be later in the video. I will show you guys that. So let's move on to the next track, which is going to be Electrodome. I'm on the left. I used Baby Rosalina, and I used a bike that has a very high acceleration and very high handling. As you can see, I had a little bit of trouble adjusting right away. And obviously this is my pretty much my first time playing Mario Kart 8. I did play it at the E3 demo at Best Buy back in the day, but that was only a race or two, so my skills aren't going to be prime, not as if I'm a great Mario Kart player in general. But anyway, Electro Dome, I had mixed opinions on. I think the track design wasn't that great. It was pretty basic, but I do like the track theme. I do like all the lights and everything like that. I like the color path that you get on this area right here. I think it's really unique and cool. There's so many colors, and the music is pretty good too, from what I could hear of it. I'm just a person that likes bright colors and stuff like that, so definitely something that's an interesting, visually pleasing track, but I'm not quite sure. It's very wide, the track design, and there's a lot of unnecessary things, so it's an alright track in general. Let's move on to the next one. The next track here is Water Park. This one's Water Park, and I believe this is my friend playing. I don't think it's me. It might be me. I don't know. Water Park is my favorite one in the demo. It's my favorite track here. I really do like it, and for many reasons. It's based on a theme park, which is awesome. There are underwater segments, which felt amazing. The anti-gravity is done very well here, and it's just overall a super fun track. I guess I can't really explain it as much. It just felt good. It felt good to race this. The turns felt great. The anti-gravity felt great. It all felt great. And there's obviously, again, some things you can bump into on this track during anti-gravity that will give you a boost. They're really pushing for the anti-gravity in this game, and I do like it. I think it's good. It's something we got to get used to hit into each other while in anti-gravity. So definitely Water Park. Keep an eye out for it when the game comes out, because it's a really fun track. So here's Sweet Sweet Canyon. This one right away reminded me of Wreck-It Ralph. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, Sweet Sweet Canyon is also a very fun one. It's got a very fun theme with the candy and everything like that. I think my friend said that it's based off of Super Mario 3D World. Not 100% sure on that, just throwing that out there again. But Sweet Sweet Canyon is definitely interesting. Another one of those visually pleasing tracks, and I'm sure you've heard this from everyone. Mario Kart 8 is just such a great looking game that even if the races aren't as good as something like Mario Kart, we all still play it a lot because it's a great looking game. But you'll probably be happy to hear the races are great and the gameplay feels amazing. I played on the gamepad, and the other choice was the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck, so I didn't get to use the Pro Controller, which I plan on using when the game comes out. But from playing with both of those, the game still felt great. That's not even my controller of choice, so that just goes to tell you that the game really plays well, and Sweet Sweet Canyon is a fun looking track, and it's a fun track in general. Okay, so next is Toad Harbor, and here's a little two-player gameplay for you guys. So let's get this started. I'm on the left with Ludwig and the Mach 8 cart, which is probably my favorite cart there. They had about 5 or 6 cart choices and maybe 3 bike choices. I'm going to have a separate video, I'll link at the end of this video, all about the carts and bikes and stuff like that in this demo. Anyway, Toad Harbor is honestly my least favorite one of the demo tracks. It's super basic, and especially in this end segment, there's so much open space, and I don't know if I like it so much. I'm sure you can snake in these areas. I've actually seen it, so just a heads up on that. One thing I want to point out is the Mii looks really cool. I like how they give them the colored helmet. I think that's awesome. And the Mii size, I believe, is based on your weight class still on the Mii, how tall and heavy your Mii is created to be. We just used the GameStop, the Mii that was on the GameStop Wii U, a generic one. So we don't really know too much. So yeah, Toad Harbor is alright. I wouldn't give it too many points. So let's move on. The next one is Cloud Top Cruise. This one looks amazing. But the question is, does it play amazingly? Yeah, I'd say yes it does. I'd say it's a fun track for sure. It's not my favorite. It's very fun though. It's in the Special Cup, so it definitely feels like a Special Cup track. There is a cool little launching area right there, but it gets dark really quickly There is a thunderous dark segment here. And in gameplay in the bottom left, I just want to point out that you can play as 2 Donkey Kongs. I just put that gameplay in there. When we played 2-player, we actually both chose Donkey Kong, and you can do that in this game. I don't know if it was just because of this demo, or in the entire game of Mario Kart 8, you can use the same character as someone else in the same room as you. I mean, I know you can do that online, but you were never able to do that in local multiplayer as far as I know. So that's pretty cool. Cloud Top Cruise, definitely a fun one. Look out for it. As far as track design goes, it's good but not amazing. But driving on clouds just feels pretty incredible. So definitely something to check out. Definitely a fun track. So this next gameplay footage that I'm going to be showing you is just me with Hikitu on Toad Harbor. And what I'm going to be doing is sandbagging for items. Now, basically, I am just chilling around here. We were going pretty fast in the demo gameplay, and we were doing pretty well. So I decided to just jump on because we were the only ones in this room in the GameStop pretty much that wanted to do this. So I decided to jump on, test out some items for you. I had the golden mushroom. I got it a few times. It definitely felt like the most often item that came up in 12th. So, I mean, take that what you will. The golden mushroom was a pretty good item. I got a shock there, and I also got a bullet bill. Bullet bill is great. It's very similar to the one in Mario Kart where you are automatically shot off yourself once you deploy it, but you can turn left or right just a little bit. You have a little bit of an impact of where your bullet bill goes. Another golden mushroom obviously here, and then I'm just going in about 7th. I want to look for mid-place items, because I don't want to just do all last place. So I get an item, I think 6th here. Oh, actually, no, I missed the item. We get a boomerang. Boomerangs is a very fun item. It's definitely something to look out for. And then a star, which looks very cool. So those are the items I was just sandbagging for and just having fun with. So that is it for the clips and footage I have from GameStop demo. There is a video, you can check the annotation on this screen that takes you to another video I'm going to be uploading right after this that's about the carts and all the stats that you can see with this game demo. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are excited for Mario Kart 8 content on NinBuzz. We're going to be doing track analysis videos as well as monthly tournaments and more. So keep it locked on NinBuzz for more Mario Kart 8 content once the game is released. I'm Sam, RedFalconGames. Thank you so much for watching this video on NinBuzz. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to NinBuzz if you haven't already. Other than that, hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace out, everyone.